In the quiet town of Coldridge, Indiana, 2002 began like any other year. But by spring, the whole country would be talking about one house. It started with a phone call to the Coldridge Police Department on April 4, 2002. A trembling neighbor whispered into the phone, "There's someone screaming again in that house. Please send someone." The house in question belonged to Evan and Marcia Turner, a couple known for keeping to themselves. Evan was a retired firefighter, Marcia a kindergarten teacher. Neighbors reported seeing lights flickering at a.m., shadows moving across windows, and a smell like burning plastic coming from the basement. But when police knocked, the Turners always smiled politely and said, "Everything's fine." On April 12, 2002, Marcia's co-workers reported her missing after she didn't show up for work. Evan told police she'd gone to visit her sister in Ohio, but investigators soon learned Marcia had no sister. When officers returned to question him again, the door was unlocked, the TV was on, and Evan was gone. What they found next froze their blood. In the basement, police found burn marks on the floor and a series of crude chains bolted to the wall. There were dozens of Polaroid photos showing Marcia bound and terrified. Each picture had a date written in black ink, one for every night of March 2002. And in the corner beneath a black tarp was a charred human skeleton, later identified as Marcia Turner. But there was something worse. The house's security footage, stored on old VHS tapes, showed Evan talking to someone in the basement. He was saying things like, "She doesn't deserve freedom, and you told me to keep her quiet." Yet, no one else was in the room. A nationwide manhunt began for Evan Turner. Reports poured in from truck stops, motels, and diners. Witnesses claimed he looked hollow-eyed, like a man who hadn't slept in months. A week later, his truck was found abandoned beside a forest 40 miles away, engine still running, headlights on, and the driver's door open. Inside was a note scrawled in ash and blood. "The house doesn't want me to leave." When police searched the nearby woods, they found a makeshift cabin built from scrap wood. Inside hung dozens of drawings of the same basement, each more distorted than the last. And on the wall, written over and over, "She's still down there." Evan Turner was never found. But residents of Willow Street still claim that if you drive past the old Turner house on a rainy night, you can see a light flicker in the basement window and hear a woman's voice whispering, "He's still here." This wasn't just a murder. It was a haunting that began with love and ended with madness. Some say Evan Turner was driven insane by guilt. Others believe something darker lived in that house, something that still does. What do you think? Drop your thoughts below, and don't forget to follow